Hi Flosstube, good morning. It is Helen D. Thank you for taking some time to talk all things cross stitch with me. Today is Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. This is a regular bi-weekly update on what I've been stitching, what I've been finishing, what I've been working on. I have put out a couple of extra videos in the last week, 2 in 1 week, which was extremely unusual for me. I did one that was going through my box of all of my patriotic fully finished items. I'm going to, when I change things out for the season, I will go through those boxes. It's kind of an easier way of showing you things versus kind of showing you once they're all on display, because I can hold them up and hold them close. I'm using a tripod, so they're not all wiggly. So that is there. And then I did another video all about the Tranquility sal. Tranquility is by Jan Hicks Creates, and I'm doing this sal with Carla of Cobweb Corner. I won't really talk about this here because I do have that other entire video if you're interested. Although I did say that we're starting on June 13th. I think I had the day wrong. It's a Tuesday. Tuesday, June 13th. I will link the Google form below if you're interested in signing up to let Carla know that you're looking to get supplies. She has ordered them in, and like I said, all that information is on that video, along with a dozen different kind of fabric, not suggestions, just I pulled the floss and I matched them up with a dozen different fabrics to kind of show you how they would look on different fabrics. So that is out there. That's it. So now, and I am like, there's stuff everywhere. There's stuff on the table. There's 2 waters in case Emmy shows up. She's got a case of the Zoomies, so we'll see where she ends up. I got frames down by my legs. We're full up. We're full up today. So we're going to start today talking weddings. I had been working on a new freebie. And I'm sure I used the picture of it for my cover photo. So that is what we're going to start with. It's a new freebie. It's on my website, which is linked below. It's eastcoastcrafter.com, and my husband already put the PDF up there. So this is it. Last year, it might have been around this time or summer. Mari had reached out to me. We chat through email, and she had said, hey, any chance you could do a wedding one? Because her daughter was getting married. I'm a little late, but here it is. So this is what I came up with today, tomorrow, together. And then this is my anniversary, but you can put, there's a full set of numbers, so you can put whatever date you want. And I purposely, there's enough room here so that if you got married in like December and you needed an extra number, right, it's not going to cut anything off. And then the flowers, those are my wedding colors, but again, you could easily swap them out to be whatever colors you wanted for your own wedding or for whoever you might be gifting this to. I finished mine with a bit of lace. It's overcast here, so sorry about the light, and a button plain on the back. I didn't do any trim because I had all this. And I recorded a tutorial. I've been trying to do that tutorials on like basic pillow finishes for people who are kind of starting out, finishing their own things, to give you some different ideas. And I hadn't done one in a while. So I did do one on adding lace, and I will probably upload that next Tuesday. So there you have it. It's there if you want it. Today, tomorrow, together. Mine is stitched on 14 count Picture This Plus Helix, which is a light gray. But honestly, absolutely any color, just match your floss. And I used all DMC. So there's that. Now I laughed because I'd been working on that, trying to finish it up. And Jen and Carol from Two Tall Stitchers had a couple of videos ago. They sometimes at the end of their videos will ask a question. And one of their questions that day was, have you ever stitched anything for someone for a gift? And I had said, You know, I've stitched a lot of gifts. They might have asked specifically about a wedding. It might have been specifically about a wedding. And I said, you know what, I've stitched for a wedding. I've stitched the same piece. I don't even know how many times. And then I commented, I said, I stitched this piece like 6, 7, 8 times. And then when it was my wedding, my best friend from college stitched it for me. So they said, well, we want to see it. So I pulled it off the wall and I dusted it off for you. So this comes out of, I even still have the book. I have no desire to stitch this again, ever. This book, Wedding Samplers, it's a Leisure Arts. If you had asked me before I found this, if I had ever stitched anything by Joan Elliott, I would have said, no, I haven't. Yes, I have, because this is Joan Elliott. So I have stitched this one and this one on the back multiple times. Not like, I don't think my sister, I don't think she got the one with the bells because flowers, and that's not her. I think she got this one, and then I would put the date in here. None of my pages in this book are still attached. None of them. This was pre-working copies for me, apparently. I'm kind of surprised it's in as good a shape as it is. It also has these. If you want, oh look, I don't even have to fold it back. I can just take the page out. If you're looking for some vintage bears or angels, that one's pretty. This is from, if I can find the page with the copyright. $1998. 1998. It was $5.50. I got my money's worth out of that. So here's the one that Felicia stitched for me. So again, she stitched it. At the time, my friend Felicia was the head framer at Joann's in Ohio. So she framed it for me for my wedding. So there it is. So then the other one I brought down is the piece I actually stitched for myself because I wasn't stitching that one again. So this is the piece that I stitched for our wedding. If I had to guess, I would say this is a Dimensions kit. And I know that I swapped out the colors because it was pinks. And this flower right here, which I can't right now remember the name of, that's what I had in my, those were my flowers. I had those and a couple purple roses and a little blue. So I swapped out the colors. And again, way back there, Felicia framed this for me. From Joann's. So those are my wedding stitches that are on the wall. All right, I didn't want that to fall over. I didn't get all the dust because now I breathed some in, so I will try not to sneeze right on you. Both of those were stitched on plain old, probably white, out of a tube, Ada, 14 count. Whew, I'm just waiting because I thought that sneeze was coming. I think I'm good. So that is my wedding. Do you guys have a wedding piece? Did you stitch it for yourself? Did someone else stitch it? My mom has one that was actually a 25th anniversary piece. My grandmother, my dad is one of 10, and she would stitch them all something for their 25th anniversary because that kind of spread it out. So she has one of those. They just celebrated their 49th anniversary last weekend. So I also have regular Flosstube stuff now. I have a couple of other fully finished items that happen to both be framed. I have a couple of finished things and a couple of whips. So we'll start with the framed things. This first one is long. This is Autumn Rules from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I finished stitching this last summer. I worked on it, oops, I hit the light. I know I worked on it in the car on the way home from West Virginia, like that whole trip. And I think I was like here and I got the rest done. It stitched up really quick. I used 14 count Legacy from Picture This Plus, and it was a fat quarter that I cut in half the long way, and that was enough. And then I ordered this frame from, it's kind of two-toned. I ordered it from Michael's, just the frame. Actually, not just the frame and a piece of foam core, so then I didn't have to cut the foam core. Using, you know, like one of their 70% off coupons, and I think it was only like, with the coupon, $35, $38, like it was, I thought pretty affordable for a custom cut, this size frame. And then I pinned it myself, stretched and pinned, popped it in there, there's no glass, and then on the back I put a piece of mat board to cover my stitches, and I have a point driver, so I just, my friend Missy from Too Tall Threads, she calls it, not Too Tall Threads, now I'm getting everyone confused. Two needles pulling thread. She calls the point driver the ka-chonker, because that's the sound that it makes. So I ka-chonked it in there, and that one will be ready for fall. And then if I ever had anything the same size on a different season, I could take it out and reuse the frame. It will probably just stay right in that frame. And then the second piece, this little frame, I'm gonna hold up close because I really, really like it. So this is Midnight Way by Frosted Pumpkin. This was a stitch along in like 2021. So it's been sitting in my pile because it needed a weird size frame. So I ordered this frame from pictureframes.com, and I love this frame. It's very narrow, but it has this really cool design to it. But it is very, very narrow. So depending, like this with glass would have been, I don't know if it would have fit. So again, I pinned it myself. Pictureframes.com, you can't order just a pre-cut piece of the acid-free foam core, which is a bummer because I totally would have. So I cut my own, and then again, I cut the mat board, ka-chonked it on there. It's good to go. I haven't put a hanger on this one. Actually, I don't have one on the other one either because I have these, I probably won't hang them. I have shelves that I'll put them on. So pictureframes.com has, that was the first time I had used them. They were offering, this was way back. This was, I think it was an Earth Day sale. They have some good sales. You just got to keep an eye out for them. So it was 25% off and free shipping on that sale. So I'm like, I'm going to try it. I've never ordered from them. I'm going to try it. I ordered that frame, a frame for a piece of Donna's, which I've already done and given to her. And then a big frame from their clearance section, which also I got the 25% off on for Woodland Christmas. So that's next to get done. And I think I paid $85, $90 for all three with shipping. I thought that was pretty good, especially because the one for Woodland Christmas is 16 by 16. Like, it's a good size frame. So they came in so fast. They came in within like 2 weeks and they looked great. Then they were having a Mother's Day sale at the beginning of May. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna order some more. And that one was 25% off and a $5 flat rate shipping, which again, sometimes the shipping is what's almost as expensive as the frames. So I ordered 3 more. Emmy just tried to jump up on the table. She missed. Now she's embarrassed. Now she's leaving. She's done with me. I ordered 3 more, 1 for a piece I'm going to show you in a minute, and then 2 for Halloween pieces that I really want to get done this year. I had enough of them done that I could measure and order my frames. So, and again, they came in, I ordered on a Monday, they shipped on that Friday, so they came in really fast. So keep your eye out for a sale. So those are my fully finished things, and I have 2 finished things. First up is Honey Fair. I started this May 1st. We had done the Strawberry Fair sale, and a lot of us picked up Honey Fair and said, let's keep going. So we did the Honey Fair sale, and I had mentioned the Strawberry Fair I took my time on, but I knew I had a lot coming up in May, so I said this one I just kind of want to bust it out, get it done. So that's what I did. This beehive was no joke. Mine is on an, ooh, it's going to be all blown out. There we go. An 18 count grab bag fabric from Mystic Fabrics. So I have no idea what it is, but it has like, it's peachy with some pinks. Now I did do the wings in Rainbow Gallery. Let me look it up because I want to tell you the right thing. It's a silk. And it's got just a little sparkle in it. And it works really well. Like if you're trying to have your white show up a little bit better, or you want to add a little sparkle to your snow, it stitches really easy. It's Rainbow Gallery Petite Silk Lame Braid. Mine was SP02 white. So I'm sure it doesn't show on camera, but in person, it's got a little sparkle to it. So that one is done, and I think will be a straight pillow finish. And I used all the called for colors, although I did, this flower right here, the called for color was brown, and I made it a yellow. I just picked one of the yellow colors. So that one is done. Then I was thinking I need to finish up some of my summery pieces. So I went through and I looked at my summery whips, and this one is my only patriotic whip I have going. So this is All American by Primrose Cottage, which goes that way, obviously. So this is 6 colors of DMC and 1 Weeks Dye Works Louisiana hot sauce, and that's what I used. Although I didn't use the called for fabric, it's Vintage Country Mocha. I used a monthly color from Color & Cotton, which was called, I believe, Fieldstone, Tombstone. The tag's in here. Fieldstone. I wish this was a regular color because I love it. It's like the perfect gray, but it's not, alas. And I used the gray because I really wanted my whites to show. So when I picked it up, I had this done, all across the top done, and this done. So I had to do, I started here, and actually this star, I started with that, and then I had to do this little strip, and it came together so fast. I don't know, I mean, I know I put it away because it was after 4th of July and I was ready to move on to fall stuff, but it whipped up real quick. So I ordered a frame for this. It's blue. It's already in and ready to go. So that one just needs to be stretched and pinned and popped in the frame. So that was kind of an unexpected finish. I thought that would take me, I think it took me like a week, and it was done. So then I'm like, all right, well, I kind of made myself some plans. I don't really plan, but I made myself some plans. I'm like, if I have all these whips I'm trying to get through, what could I focus on each month to try and get some more stuff done? So I started in May. I said, okay, in May I will focus on Honey Fair and All American for my whips. Actually, Honey Fair was a new start. It was All American and something else. Oh, Verano. Technically, I finished that in May. That was on there. So if those are my whips, and then maybe I have 1 or 2 new starts, and then I have some models I'm trying to get done of my own things. So again, if I spread them out, so it's like 1 a month, what can I get done? So for May, I did Verano, I did All American, I did Honey Fair, I did my model, which was this one. I'm done. It's May 15th. So I pulled out one of next month's focuses, which was Sweet Summer. It's by Cherry Hill Stitchery. It's on her Etsy shop. I don't have a printout. Hold on. It was a color page, and we only have black and white, so you wouldn't get to see how cute it is. well, it's gonna show you teeny tiny, but sweet summer. So this I had also started last year on our road trip, and I just ran out of time. So I posted yesterday on my Instagram a picture, and I'm like, does this even count as a whip? Because I had like this, and that was it. Everyone assured me that it did. So I've kept going. Also, let me tell you, I had this, and there were 2 mistakes in there. I fixed this one. I have gone 1 stitch too many down, so this is fixed. There's a mistake in here. I missed a whole row. Whatever, it's fine, because it's just now a little shorter. I just have to do the same mistake on the next M, and then everything will be fine. So I'm like, uh-oh, where's my needle? It's not, it's my loose thread. It's my needle's on my needle minder, but again, I was working on that in the car yesterday, so when the boy comes out, I just shove it in the bag and off we go. So I started that one to kind of get moving, and then I pulled out Snow Queen. So Mirabilia Snow Queen, which I started in my birthday in February, worked on it a ton in February, and then I hadn't pulled it back out. And she'd been calling. So this right here where her dress is the middle of the 2 pages. And the pages on this chart, there's no gray line. There's no overlap. And it's really tricky. So I'm doing that first, so that then it's done. So that's where I'm focusing. She's all on the Q-snap, and I'm not taking her off because to get her where I need her, where's my floss? It's like a big wad. This one is being stitched on 28 count Rhiannon Lugana from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. So this was all done. Since I picked her up, I extended this line and this line and over, and now I've done all these fiddly bits. All of this can be filled in the white, except I do need to leave the holes for the beading. And then I'm going to move over this way. And like I said, this is right where that page break is. It's funny, in real life, you can't see this wrinkle, but you sure can on here. So she's going to stay out for the month and honestly get a lot of my attention. It's a little hard for me to work on that one late at night because I can't see it as well, especially right now because my husband and my son are both gamers, but they got the new Legend of Zelda game, and John's been playing it at night, and he doesn't like to have the overhead light on. So I just have my other light. It's a little hard on that one. So I'll work on other things once my eyes are like, what are you doing? So that's everything I've been working on. I have my giveaways, and then I had a little purchase. It's not even cross stitch related. It's cross stitch adjacent, I guess. Not really. I had posted these on Instagram too. Target Dollar Spot has these guys, and they're so cute. They're $3, and I'm showing you now because you know how Target is. They might have them now and then not have them again. I can't even with their legs. So I picked up these, and then they have this mirror, which is going to be all reflecty. I'll kind of angle it down. So it's a ship's wheel. I'm working on something, charting something that was inspired by these guys that theoretically will fit in here. I don't know if it will fit in here because you can't take the back off. And it has these, I'm trying not to reflect everyone. It has these on it, which kind of go over the edge. So I don't know if it will go in there or not. But it's coming along. That's the new model I'm working on. I ran out of a floss. So that's it. Other than that, purchases, I didn't have any. So then just giveaways. Organize these because they're all upside down. So giveaways, the first ones, we have 2 giveaways that were donated by Carla at Cobweb Corner. And you can always, like I said, go check out Carla's videos. She has her own Flosstube. Her shop is currently closed, but it's reopening in a few days. She's been helping her friends. They do their farming and they help their friends. So because she's a solo store owner, she has to close her shop during that time. So she's reopening shortly, and I will have all the links to her stuff below. So we had done Stitching Bee is Donna Walker. Forever in Peace, which so many people said how beautiful this chart is, and it is, it's amazing. This is Denise D828. And then we had the extra Just Nan mouse that had been sent in. And this is Sandy Kalmeyer, Kalmeyer. Sandy Kalmeyer for those. So this video, I have 2 charts donated by Carla and 1 that had been sent in by a viewer. You need to be 18 so you can legally give me your address. I'd appreciate it if you're a subscriber, and you can also subscribe to Carla as well. And please don't say win or giveaway. When you win, shoot me an email. The winners of the other ones, my email is listed below. You can shoot me an email there. My Instagram is also there if you're having trouble getting through with the email. If you don't hear back from me in a couple days, it means I didn't get it. So try again. So number 1 is Cherry Picker from La Di Da. Number 2 is Stitcher's Ornaments from Tiny Modernist. I really love that sewing machine. And then number 3 is Autumn Rolls from Rose Cottage. So that's this video's giveaways. Whew, now I have room to put my arms down. Like I said, it was kind of full up in here. And that brings us to the end. So plans-wise, like I said, I've kind of made myself some plans. We'll see if I stick to them. I'm hoping to go to Celebration of Needlework on Friday. Donna and I are going down on Friday to do some shopping. I'm hoping to get Seaside Tiny Town. I hope someone still has a copy of it by the time we get down there. There's several shops. So I'm hoping, if they don't, it'll be everywhere. But I'm hoping that someone has a copy of it still in stock. That's the only thing on the I know I want to buy list. I'm interested to see different fabrics because it's always so nice to see them in person versus ordering them online. I'm sure I'll come back with plenty. That is all. I will let you go. Have a great day. Look for this lace tutorial next week. And I'll see you with a regular update in a couple weeks. Bye, guys.